Good morning, students. Today we are going with the numericals of class 9. Since maximum student of class 9 have a lot of problem and used to face a lot of difficulties while solving the numericals. So today we will deal with the motion numericals. First chapter is motion and today we will deal with the motion numericals. First of all, two questions are in front of the board. First question: a person moves a distance of 3 km toward east. Now try to make the figure. A person moves a distance of 3 km toward east. Suppose that it is east direction, 3 km toward east. In this direction, a person traveled a distance of 3 km. Distance of 3 km. Then 2 kilometers toward north, east, west, north, south. Then 2 kilometers towards north. And 3.5 kilometers toward east. Again it gone in the east direction. That is 3.5 kilometers. Find the distance and displacement. Suppose that a person started from point A toward east, point B, toward north, point C, and in the last it is point D. We have to calculate the distance as well as displacement. First we have to calculate the distance. What is distance? Actual path covered is known as distance. What is the actual path covered? A to B, B to C, and C to D. So distance we can say that AB plus BC plus CD. So value will be 3 km plus 2 km plus 3.5 km. So answer will be 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3.5, that is 8.5 kilometer. Now we have got the distance. Now it's the time for the displacement. How to get the displacement? Now you know that what is displacement? The shortest path between initial point and the final point is known as displacement. But suppose that we have to get this is displacement. So next we have to calculate displacement. What will be the displacement? Displacement AD. We have to calculate AD. What is the value of AD? That is shortest path. Now we cannot use the Pythagoras theorem. What we will do? Then we will do a small construction. We will extend this and join this one. Suppose that this point is E. Now since this is 3.5, this is parallel to this will be 3.5 kilometer. It is 2 kilometer. D will be 2 kilometer. Now in this triangle, in triangle AED, if you have to find the AD, that is hypotenuse, AD, how to calculate the value of AD? In order to calculate the value of AD, we will take AE square plus DE square. What is A? What is A? 3 plus 3.5, that is 6.5 square. 6.5 square plus 2 square. 6.5 square plus 2 square. What is the value of 6.5 square? The value of 6.5 square, that 42.25. 42.25 plus value of 2 square, that is 4. Total 46.25 kilometer it will be the displacement. It will be the displacement A to D. Now, second thing we have to do, that is second question. It is the first question. First we have to calculate the distance traveled and the displacement. Displacement will be AD. So we will take 6.5 square plus here 2 square. It will be the answer. Now for second question. Now it will be the time for solution for second. A train starting from rest. When a train is starting from rest, that means initial velocity is 0. Moves with a uniform acceleration of 5 meter per square second. Acceleration is 5 meter per square second. Find its velocity when it has traveled a distance of, we have distance denoted by S. Distance is 1 kilometer, that will be equal to 1000 meters. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate velocity, and we know that the formula to find velocity, that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. What is u square? 0 square. U is 0. So 0 square plus 2. What is acceleration? 5. What is distance? 1000 meters. So we can say 0 plus 2 multiplied by 5, 10. 10 multiplied by 1000, that is 10,000 meter. It is v square. Now we have to calculate v. V will be under root 10,000 meter per second. Meter per second. Okay. Now v will be 100 meter per second. Root of 10,000 will be 100 meter per second. Copy it down. Now we are having the next group of questions. Now see. First question. A ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 meter. That means in this case h, or you can say distance, is 20 meter. If its velocity increases uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per square second, that means we are having the acceleration, that is 10 meter per square second. With what velocity will it strike the ground? First we have to calculate the final velocity, and after what time will it strike the ground? That means how much time will it take to strike the ground. So in order to calculate the final velocity, we must know the initial velocity. In this case, when the ball is dropped, so initial velocity is 0. Now in order to calculate the final velocity, we are having the formula v square is equal to u square plus 2as. What is the value of v? We have to calculate u square, 0 square plus 2 multiplied by acceleration 10 multiplied by distance, that is 20. So we are having 0 square will be cancelled. 2 multiplied by 10, that is 20 multiplied by 20, that is 400. So we will get v is equal to under root 400, that is 20 meter per second. So with the velocity of 20 meter per second, it will strike the ground. Now we have to calculate the time. We have to calculate the time. How much time will it take to hit the ground? So we can take the formula for the time, that is we having the formula of acceleration v minus u upon t. So if we will t, then you will do v minus u upon a. What is the value of v? Now we have the value of v, that is 20. We have the value of u that is 0. After that upon we have the value of acceleration that is 10. So overall we will get 20 divided by 10 that is 2 seconds. So it will strike the ground after 2 seconds. See, we are having the three equations of motion. First equation of motion that is v is equal to u plus at. Second equation of motion that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Third equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. Only you have to see that what are components provided, what data is given to you, and according to that data you have to act and use that formula. Now you can see the second question. Now since it is a very interesting question, it is related to the school. Suraj while driving to the school computes the average speed for his trip to be 20 km per hour. Suppose that it is a house where Suraj lives, and nowadays all of you are living in your house because it is a lockdown period, and suppose the distance between this is the school. It is the school of Suraj. Now, Suraj while driving to school computes the average speed for his trip to be 20 km. In the morning when Suraj is going to school, it is 20 km per hour. Now, what is the distance here? What is the distance here? Distance you can take x. Distance you can take x. And in physics you have to take care that the quantity that you are assuming x, that quantity used to be generated as an answer. Now on his return trip along the same route there is less traffic and the average speed is this. Along the same route, because from home to school you are going in same route you will return, but traffic is less in the returning time and the speed is 30 km per hour. What is the distance while returning? Distance will be always same. What is the average speed for the Suraj trip? Now, distance we are having. Suppose that while going to school, while going to school, what is the distance? Distance is x. What is the velocity? Velocity, average speed, that is 20 km per hour. What is the time? Speed is equal to distance upon time. So time is equal to x upon 20. It is the time. You can say S1, V1, T1. Now, while returning back, while returning back to home, while returning back to home, what will be the distance? Distance will be always same. What is the velocity? Velocity, it is given 30 km per hour, that is the speed, 30 km per hour. What will be the T2? T2 will be again x upon 30 hour. Now, what you have to calculate? What is the average speed for the Suraj trip? So, average speed means total distance traveled by a body upon total time. Total distance upon total time. Here we are having total distance x while going, x distance while coming. So we can say total distance is x plus x, because while going or coming distance is same. Now total time we can say T1 plus T2. Now x plus x, it will be 2x. T1, what is the value of T1? We are having x upon 20. What is the value of T2? We are having x upon 30. Now what you have to do? You have to, now taking the LCM of 20 and 30, that will be 60 divided by 20, that is 60 divided by 20, that is 3. So here we will get 3x. Here we will get 60 divided by 30, that is 2. We will get 2x. Now this 60 will be transferred in the numerator. So we will get 120x. 60 multiplied by 2x, 120x divided by 3x plus 2x, that is 5x. X will be cancelled, and 120 divided by 5, that is 24 km/h. It will be the average speed for the Suraj trip. This is sufficient for today. Now some of the numerical questions I am providing you. You have to use the 3 equations of motions or distance or displacement and solve it. Be at home. Thanks.